Hello everybody, my name is BlueCloud525 and welcome to a very different video, because in this video I will be talking about the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and connections it has to the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Now, this is not a theory video, this is not me saying, Twilight Princess is 100% confirmed a sequel or a prequel or whatever like that. This is just pointing out connections between the games, and most of these connections are contradicted by problems and connections to other games and just stuff that doesn't make sense. But I'm just going to point them out anyway in a very simple, fast video so that it's easy for you to get a general idea of the connections. So, to start it off, a very obvious one is that Wolf Link's in it, okay? Wolf Link is in Breath of the Wild. And I know it's just an amiibo functionality, but in the Breath of the Wild livestream at E3, I think it was Bill Trinan actually said that there will be some very small, I'm not sure they say small, but there will be some form of story-related point in the game regarding Wolf Link. So, well, yeah, Wolf Link's in it. But another thing is that the map seems to match up fairly nicely with the map of Twilight Princess. However, not the Twilight Princess map on the GameCube or the Wii U. It actually matches up with the map of Twilight Princess on the Wii, which I thought was quite strange because obviously the most recent version of the game was the Wii U version, and then the very first version of the game was the GameCube version, so why would the map look like the map of the Wii version? It's kind of strange. But another thing regarding the Wii version is that in that game, Link was right-handed, and Link is also right-handed in the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I know ehhhhhhhh actually said it was because the buttons for, well, like fighting, doing everything, were on the right side of the gamepad. Therefore, it would be easier for players, the majority of players, to get their heads around it, having Link being right-handed. Even though, I mean, I think that's really not a very good excuse for changing it after Link has been left-handed. In, as far as I know, every single game except Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess and the Wii, and as far as I know, that was only because of the motion controls. Another thing is that in Breath of the Wild, in the trailer, in E3 gameplay, and in the official artwork showing Link climbing some rock face in the entirety of Hyrule behind him, you can see Elden Bridge from the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Another thing, a more simple thing, is that there were pictures of Breath of the Wild, formerly known as Zelda Wii U, in Twilight Princess HD. ehhhhhhh, before the E3 release of the demo and the trailers of Breath of the Wild, ehhhhhhh actually said that players will be playing Breath of the Wild and they will find connections to, maybe not find connections, but they'll find things that are similar to Twilight Princess, and they'll say, oh, I want to go back and play Twilight Princess for a bit now. Another thing, bit off topic, is that the Great Plateau contains the Temple of Time and is hundreds of feet off the ground, and obviously, like, some people have pointed out that the runes around the Temple of Time match up quite nicely with the runes of... No, not the runes. It matches up quite nicely with Castletown and the Temple of Time from Ocarina of Time. And that obviously was not in Twilight Princess. However, I believe that the Temple of Time may actually be the Sacred Grove, because obviously, well, the Temple of Time is the Sacred Grove, but I believe that Castletown may have been actually part of the Temple of Time in Twilight Princess. It's just that you couldn't find it because it was completely overgrown. And I'm not saying, as I said before, it's a prequel or it's a sequel, because obviously, like, either the grass would have, or the trees would have grown around it before the events of Twilight Princess, or it would have to have been cut down after the events of Twilight Princess, so it doesn't really make much sense. But also, there were huge ravines around the Temple of Time and that area, or the Sacred Grove and that area in Twilight Princess, and that could have something to do with the fact that the Great Plateau is hundreds of feet off the ground. all in all, the world matches up. There are simple things such as Aonuma saying you'll find connections, Wolf Link, right-handed Link, simple things like that, and also different things like Elden Bridge, the Sacred Grove, pictures of Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess. It's all very interesting. However, obviously the Koroks from the Wind Waker were in the game, or the E3 demo, excuse me. Ganon has returned, or Ganon, well, no, Ganon, even though I'm pretty sure I stabbed him through the chest at the end of Twilight Princess, and I stabbed him through the head at the end of Ocarina of Time, and I don't know exactly what I did at the end of Four Swords, but I did lots of bad things anyway. So yeah, there's connections, there's contradictions. All in all, trying to find a timeline placement for Breath of the Wild is a nightmare, and I'm not even going to try. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you learned something new about Breath of the Wild. Hope you have any interest in Breath of the Wild so that you're not just watching this for absolutely no reason. My name is BlueCloud525. If I get good support in this video, I might do more Zelda-related theories and stuff like that. Anyway, it's nice knowing you. Goodbye.